forthcoming.
Now, 76 McGarry is fighting through a knee injury. Well, see that left knee, it's bandaged up pretty good.
The other way to help against TJ Watt, but now that's leaving Guyton one-on-one on the other side. And now he's down.
Yeah, just a relentless pass rusher. And again, we're talking about a guy who's not 100%, and you find a way to get him one-on-one against a tight end, and that's got to be.
That's just Vita Vea just being him. I mean, there's no chance. And the thing is, Bijan Robinson's known for his ability to pick up the.
But if you're going to play these guys, Dak, you have to get the ball.
Play of the night to make it 3rd down and 22.
Nelson has tremendous length, good effort, but it was the coverage downfield that allows him to eventually get home.
Now you can see the big fella right there. Just wins right off the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys 3, Steelers 3. Sunday Night Football continues from Pittsburgh after these messages.
Oh my gosh, and that's going up against Isaac Seumalo right there, and he just puts Seumalo on his back and then goes and gets the quarterback. What a
get Bosa to react. Just looked a little too under control. Never got Bosa to react, and he's just there able to close on.
Look at how he just bulls Braden Smith right into Joe Flacco. Just like it happened earlier in the game, he's able to bull him. And then Hines Allen comes from the other side, scoops, and almost scores.
Not play last week because he has a high ankle sprain. Does it look like he has a high ankle sprain? That's how good and relentless this guy is.
Keanu Benton is going to be getting extra snaps, and they're coming off the plate of Ogunjobi, according.
With 2:03 to go, and here comes George. Almost had his helmet taken off on his way to Hainer.
Yeah, and he's
going to go 1, 2, 3. And dip down underneath Terrence Steele. That is his signature move right there. The rip, the dip underneath, and then he can turn that corner like a NASCAR driver right there for the Dallas Cowboys. First TJ Watt off the edge, and again Dak Prescott with no time whatsoever. He sees that. The odds of actually making contact on that play flying through the air is so remote.
Look where he started, Chris.
We saw this a little bit in practice. Okay, he's supposed to go get around. They've got 2 tight ends. They're going to keep chipping and knocking them around and bootleg that way.
But yeah, just a costly penalty on Olave. Not only
The timing wasn't as smooth. They thought maybe they had him off sides, and so they snap early and
gets a lot of attention. Watch this time. At least 3 different people are going to get their hands on him. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and he's still.
Here's Bosa just coming off the edge and trying to throw the flare to Connor, and Kyler just loses sight.
We just talked about Rosengarten. Watch, he's going to go here. Nobody blocks. Nobody even touches him.
Just quickness, being able to watch the center trying to come back and pick up that block, but that is a tough.
But he's got to get sacks, and he gets one here.
Yeah, he just has to finish, and he had not been able to. And he mentioned one.
Aside from Osa Digizuwa right there, but you'll see in the backfield, Connor Hayward is lined up as the fullback, and he just snuck out.
We talked to Dex last night. We asked him about the double teams. He said, they better double team me because if you don't, it's going to look like you didn't show up for work.
Timeouts remaining.
I know that Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter want to accumulate the sack statistics. That's what catches everyone's attention, gets you to Pro Bowl.
Giants defense, the second of the season by the big offseason acquisition, Brian Burns.
For this play, and Carson Steele, I mean, he's got to know better. I mean, you just got to be smarter with the football. Now, he had a fumble last week.
Football. When Whitehead comes over to try to help out, there's no chance of him locating the football.
But really, you know, when you look at it, there's nothing up there where you're kind of talking and somebody's walked up. Are we expecting a blitz? Are they dropping out? That was really just, we're not showing you anything exotic right here.
Right now, it looks like he's determined to take over this game.
Well, and they're trying to get Connor McGovern over to his side.
So many things going on. Look at the distance right here, and that sends Herbig all the way out. So they try to crack him, can't get him, and he just
hits right here. He wants to throw. He's like, come on, get off. Oh. That's Preston Smith coming in.
Antonio Pierce said he's really taken over a leadership role. Yep, just coming right off the edge right there.
Meal from his wife Donna, who's a chef, executive chef. Executive chef. She takes Seahawks trying to go for it all on one play, a mid-Mary. It's not a Hail Mary to the end zone, but just not enough time for Gino to get anything pushed downfield.
And George Karlaftis coming off, and he's one-on-one on the back. Alvin Kamara, he goes right through him. Derek Carr, he feels the pressure.
Well, this is the route down at the bottom of the screen, and Gonzalez is free to jump these routes because he's got help underneath.
Scores. Let's take a look at this. He jumps over the center, blocks it. And wow, what a return. We talk about all phases.
Every day, you see 99 right there. He's actually looked like he was running a pick, actually.
By Connor, who's playing more and more for Steve Spagnuolo.
Yeah, he's playing in that nickel position.
But it was me this time. I made the play.
He got me. Matched up with the right guard, Anthony Bradford, who's been rotating.
This was just a miscommunication off of the left edge of Gino. So to his blind side, Charles Cross.
Have someone open right at the top who's wide open. He just doesn't have quite enough time to stand in and let that ball go. Chance if you keep throwing it because they create as much pressure as any team in the league. You've got 3 or 4 guys, and Turner playing outstanding football. Really good last week.
Has his second sack of the year. This is Hines Allen with the sack, but it's really made from Walker on the opposite side. Walker's able to bull rush Braden Smith.
There's number 97 right in the middle. Just a really good job. You see him kind of battling Dylan Parham right there.
It's not a very good attempt at a block. Zach Orr talked to us yesterday, the defensive coordinator.
Use this movement. See, go in and then wrap around. It's a wonderful job by Cooper of maintaining gap lane integrity, and Stafford's got to get rid of that ball.
So Crosby's going to go a little bit outside, and that's going to allow Christian Wilkins right here a little bit more space against Quinn Miners. And that's not a guy you want inside.
Yeah, Andy Dalton had no chance. You have Damian Lewis. He's the left guard, and Ika Mikwanu was the left tackle. They did not communicate at all, and Billings just run.
Next thing you know, it's a 2-score game. Again, you got Prater out. Ryland comes in.
Rookie right tackle Blake Fisher. Look at the top, 57. He's working against Smoot, and Smoot's hand coming through, able to pop the ball free. As Stroud tried to play was watch number 70, Alec Anderson. He's supposed to get out in front and be the lead blocker, but the defensive front of Houston got in front of him and bumped him off his path.
Back to the 38. Davis Gaither is being blocked or attempted to be blocked by Mark Andrews and
Running through Ford. Yeah, Washington's going to take their final timeout. And this is interesting. You have your tight end here to chip Luvu. Put your back over here to chip this edge. There's no reason to chip and help on the same side. You're leaving your left tackle Wills. We've seen him off the ball. We've seen him on the ball. This time he's just matched up one-on-one.
Center.
Well, I'm telling you, Trayvon Walker is having himself a game and working on Braden Smith.
Everything on the big screen, so players automatically look up.
Here. And so he's holding to try and help his linebacker clean up and come in and make the play.
Well, right on cue, we said it's going to have to come. Oh, that's straight peanut punch. Charles Peanut Tillman, teammate of mine in 2 different spots. I mean, he kind of started. They're going to get Bobby Wagner. He's going to be the second scraper, and they get him matched up on the running back, Jerome Ford.
Watch him right there. You see the little spot shadow on him. Stays with it and feels it, and then goes underneath the blocker.
yes, there was a defender, but the defender was about 5 yards off. Instead, he tried to wait for another throw up the field. And
about one side picking up for the other side. Couple turnovers by the offense. Need the defense to pick.
His first of the season. Yeah, just watch as he blows right through the offensive line. And you know what I like is that Matt.
Much more of a pass catcher than he is a runner. If you just chart his plays today, his best plays have been in.
Yes, Brian Burns. It was Frankie Luvu who was the hardest guy for them to lose this year. He can play off the ball. He can play in a 2-point, 3-point stance.
But, I mean, ball's got to come out in these scenarios. You're going to see quick game 1, 2, 3 under center. And some of this stuff is on Brissett. He's got to get.
It is really tough. They put Grover Stewart right over the center. And it is really tough when he's on the football field to get anything going on the ground. I mean, really, he just blows that thing up.
Late in the down, and Huntley wanted to throw it to him on a second effort type.
Nice defensive play for the Bengals.
Well, Henry's going to the flat. Likely's coming on the slant behind him, and they just wanted that combination, high-low.
Watch to the top of your screen. He just attacks it and gets underneath. They wanted to go screen to number 1, Curtis Samuel.
Line immediately. Him and Ogba did an excellent job just
calling their defenses changed up because typically Buffalo is much more of a coverage team. They're going to play zone defense behind their front.
It's their ability to generate pressure up on the inside. You're going to see Zadarius Smith. He's going to take an inside move on Cosme, the right guard. This offensive line for Washington, they've played.
Last couple weeks has just looked like a guy that can take a game over any time that he wants. With such length, he gets through the left guard that time. And
some real good run defense this season. They make it tough. They are a run-first defensive line, meaning they want to stop the run before they...
Man, Sam Darnold holding the football for a long time. He's got some guys right out in front.
When it's open, he holds on to the football. He tries to make something happen, but Charles Harris doesn't let him.
Well, check out this sack here by Jennings. He just breaks free right on the left side, gives a quick swim move.
You're going to see Alan Lazard from the left-hand side on the skinny post right there, back behind the linebackers. Has good coverage on the back end. It has to work. You see him looking to the left-hand side, trying to work all the way back to the right. When he's had to work through his progressions, those guys up front. Who's coming? Who do I block? Breece Hall has to step inside. Aaron Rodgers has to know he's responsible for that safety on the backside. You're going to see Aaron Jones try to slip out here, what we call a T-naked, and it's great coverage on the back end, nowhere to go. Like to see him throw it away there. They're high on Quincy Williams. To see him hit it right there, you see the athletic ability, not able to bring him back, but to slow him down.